women who
Can't support this.
we love the women, and Cass apparently loves them too.
There we go. See, that's probably
for the head.
All right, I feel it.
They want the head.
Is that Drake?
They not giving away no head.
It was a sample.
Oh shit!
What the fuck did Sosa get up here?
Right,
That's how it's supposed to be.
This ain't the one, gang.
Hold on, man.
We gon' fucking not. Rather give my pussy to the realest, so I fuck the Glock. Listen, man. Rather give my pussy to the realest, so I fuck the Glock.
Is Key Glock on the song? Because then that's a crazy bar.
He's not. You know he's not.
That'd be insane. I ain't gonna.
Key Glock's on actual good songs, man. He's not on.
Yo.
I wanna
Actually, you're right. I'm sorry.
Who was
I'm
that?
not gonna say that.
Who was that? AJ.
Yeah.
I don't
fuck no. Yeah, that shit's trash. No,
I don't think that there's a problem with
garbage.
Female
Ain't that
rap.
Dirt Girl?
I think this shit was hard, but I'm gonna let you know it's cause y'all niggas like these trash rappers that shit like this gets to where it is. If you feel like that's trash, that's because somewhere down the line you like a trash rapper, you've been boosting up a trash rapper, and they got to this.
You're trying to talk about Uzi, aren't you?
You sound like a hit dog hollering right now. I never said Lil Uzi. So
no, I'm just saying who's a rapper that you think people are really big up for real?
If you think Lil Uzi is trash, then put him out.
But who's a rapper that you think people are really big up for real?
Lil Skittles and Bob the Biddles and all these niggas off of the double XL covers and all this other stuff. Who was on this last double XL cover?
I don't know.
Damn.
The last two. Hell, the last three. The last four.
I think Blueface was on one of them.
When you up a nigga like Blueface,
Blueface was on.
There it is.
That's where we go. Really? That's how we start this. We don't say Corday.
That's a Corday.
When you elevate a Blueface, when you elevate a Coil Ray, when you elevate
a Baby
Baby
or a Baby Tron, something like that, right?
Hey, when you elevate these folks who can't make music, this is the outcome, for real.
Shout out to Kazza for another 100 though. Appreciate that.
Yeah, if Kaz gets a 10-minute in sponsor, that's some shit we have never seen before. I say that for sure.
Rod Wave.
This is insane.
They said that just for you. That's crazy.
I'm about to say that's an actual artist there. No cap.
They said Damo loves the trash.
They didn't say anything. That was one nigga. What are we talking about? One guy. They said it. There's no they.
They voted Damo best music taste, and his shit is ass too.
I ain't seen Sage loves the trash rap. Not B Souls loves the trash rap.
Niggas literally said Corday. More people said Corday, and that was specifically for Sage. That's crazy.
Loves the trash rap.
Wow.
None of that.
Niggas brought up Baby Tron for Omar. I'm just saying.
Damo loves the trash.
Only person who doesn't have a rapper. All I'm saying is niggas ain't say nobody Souls is critically acclaiming. Souls is the only clean person up here, according to the chat.
Is this Jalen Brown?
I mean, I big up Namir, so I'm part of it.
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He signed his own fucking ticket.
Yeah, he didn't have to say that.
He's the host. He's the host.
That's that Apostapa, man. Come on, man.
And y'all look at
you need to leave.
21 did too. He said that shit was so far. Let me hop on it.
These are some recommendations. Y'all need female guests.
Do we? Would that make you watch more of the game?
I'm about to say, you horny, my nigga?
It'll make us grow more. Different perspective.
That's true.
Watch this. Cool. Yeah, y'all saw LeBron just got hurt out indefinitely. How do y'all feel about that impacting the Lakers?
I mean, as you've seen, we played just fine. I mean, I'm just saying, we did pretty goddamn good.
Sage,
looking like a real team out there.
You said what was the question? I thought it was a bit.
LeBron getting hurt. How do you feel about that impacting the Lakers?
I mean, that nigga gonna be all right in like a week. It just suck every time we turn the ship around, somebody get hurt. But I mean, we're still a better team than we were. Hot take. Shit. We're still better. We're still better. We probably ain't gonna be that ass.
Vsauce.
Good luck. Wish y'all the best, man.
No, we don't.
Bron's got to be healthy for the playoffs. That's it.
Yeah, this is why we need a female perspective. That was.
You asked us a basketball question.
No, women don't know basketball.
So ask a question women do know. We
Need Omar to choke on oatmeal.
Whoa.
Yeah, nah. Vando, Malik Threesley. We be all right.
We need more collabs, more basketball pods, more things everyone is passionate about. Have Sage give ideas for pods like a rap battle will go crazy, and y'all reacting to vids go insane. You gotta put periods in there.
Man.
Yeah, do not want to see us react to nothing. Stop it.
I'm about to say, y'all don't want reactions. I stop that. I think us on stage don't necessarily want the basketball pods, but if it ever came out that I suggested an idea, niggas would trash it for the love of the game. We should not do that.
I promise you, there's no limit to this right here. That's what we need to do. The bag reviews.
Shout out to Jalen Brown for the $100, man. I did. Then I got clapped. Man.
You did on YouTube?
Yeah, they said they paused the live stream for copyrighted content. I thought that was about to end the stream like altogether, but apparently it was just like a momentary pause. I should have kept streaming, but hey, the bag reviews go tomorrow, man. We got to do CJ McCollum and someone else. I'm blanking on them right now.
You got to be careful on YouTube, young one. Twitch is the one that's like kick when it comes to showing video. But
you started a creator channel to stream basketball?
No, not just basketball. I'm streaming everything on there. No cap. I'm a variety streamer.
Is there a problem that he's streaming basketball?
Should he not make any basketball content?
I can't on the creator.
I'm not defending myself. I'm just telling you how it is. I'm streaming everything on there.
I'm just.
Do you think he should have used the Benji Buckets channel or the Brian 2K channel?
the Chosen Sage channel. I'm not trying to cook.
I'm just asking questions.
I'm just asking questions. I'm with Damo. I'm just asking questions.
So is the let's talk NBA trade deadline, then the Russ fans can stop crying, and you break that up, and then it's All-Star Weekend bag reviews. Break that up, then more bag reviews.
Okay. The streets really love the bag reviews. I mean,
I do,
man.
I don't disagree.
I would think I would think after people seen somebody say Marcus Smart and Steve Francis got the same bag, they would really be like, "Why are we letting them review bags?" But hey, the streets will.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
When did I say that?
We sat there. It is on my channel still. We sat there and watched Steve Francis bag. You said, "Man, Marcus Smart does this," and we sat there and watched Marcus Smart, and you watched him do.
It was an insane troll. I was clearly trolling.
Nah, he wasn't trolling. He literally said before we started watching, "I'm not trolling, Chad. Marcus Smart bag."
Oh my god!
He said that verbatim. That's
I walked in there and I heard huss huss huss. So then I left, but it's because I had something to do. So I walked back in and I heard huss huss huss, and I left.
Oh yeah, that is Benji's unofficial way of reviewing a bag. A huss equals a move. So the more husses, the more husses you got in your combo, the crazier he's gonna go. So
we reviewed MJ's bag today. There wasn't a lot of husses, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Marcus Smart literally was just huss. He's
literally he had the ball and he said a shimmy, okay, huss. I said nah. This is he
said huss. I said souls. Let's not.
Man, I know we work together, but y'all ain't seen nothing. When souls get that ta ta ta, that's how you know it's over. That's how you when souls hit the ta ta ta.
Yeah, Harden tried it, but it didn't work. So.
Apparently, running full speed, you can't have a bag either. You got to have a.
No downhill. It's never
downhill. Yep. You have to be literally.
If it's always downhill, what is there back for?
Stop the action and everything. Run like 3 plays and then get an ISO after you run the plays, and then get into your shit for souls to care. If you come up the court, let it be one nigga back court. Oh, this is just downhill movement.
I'm about to say you could put bro on his ass. It doesn't matter. Downhill.
Yo, shout out to Jalen Brown for the 100, man. Appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoy the content, man. Appreciate it, man.
Right. Oh, it's 99. Yeah. It's 99.99, Jalen. You can't. This is how much of a song I'm gonna give you now. I'm gonna give you. Okay. All right, that's all you get. That's how much of a song.
Really?
They go.
For being one
That's a
cent
new
off?
song. They'll clap this shit for real. That's a new song.
I mean,
Hard.
bro, it's
I ain't heard that ever.
very well. Y'all, you ain't heard this song?
The Donnie Womack? What?
Yeah, hold on.
I suck with it, like determining new music. Yeah, I
You ain't
never
gonna
heard
like
that
it.
shit.
You ain't gonna like it.
I
You
never
don't
heard
like
that
Travis.
shit.
That's
You
not
ain't
like
gonna
Don
like
Tolliver.
Oh
That is Don
man,
Toliver.
oh that
Well,
is
okay.
done. Yeah, it probably ain't for me. And not that he suck. He just probably not for me.
That shit is.
Hey,
I fuck with it.
Huss. That shit, yeah. Yeah, let me read some more of these super chats. We got some super cashes over there. Let me get one of those. Peanut P says, F with the LGBTQRS and Hogwarts winning game of the year.
They didn't say nothing for real. I hope y'all
I'm
know
about
that.
to
Like, that
say,
shit was
yeah,
not
I
real.
don't think they did.
I don't think they said a word.
Niggas made some shit up on TikTok and the world ran with it. This is
They're
crazy.
grouping them all into one.
It was like 5 people. Yo, the
5
trans
people
community's going crazy, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
A streamer, somebody seen one streamer get 5 back, like crazy reviews. You really playing this? Hey, the streets is out there watching, guys. Be careful. It's crazy out there if you playing Hogwarts.
Cap
All
for
right,
$10 says, this is a super chat. Susan free.
We free from Susan anyway.
Oh, this shit is season free now.
E3 down sends $1, says Donovan Mitchell 71 or Damian Lillard 71.
D Mitch all day.
I didn't even see Dame, so I can't lie, Don.
Good conversation.
I'ma just keep it 100 with niggas. Look, man. Niggas will throw the casual shit around like a goddamn virus. I did not see Dame.
I saw the second half of Dame's.
I heard about
It wasn't
that
D
shit.
Mitch's in OT.
I
Yeah,
think so.
and they needed
I'm
every
gonna
bit
give
of
it the
it.
extra
Yeah.
damn.
D Mitch's was the last one since Kobe's where I was like, oh yeah, you need every single point type shit.
I felt like Dame dropped like a Devin Booker 70. It felt like I just know a hell of people didn't watch it. I just know I was looking on the timeline, everybody going crazy, and after that,
You know what? And there's
Now once I saw 41 at the half, I was like, all right, let me tune in. And then they started blowing out the Rockets. So they started benching Dame when he had like, I don't know, like 50, 52. The Rockets start coming back. And then they put Dame back.
let's go ahead and have the conversation since we're here. Because this is a legitimate conversation to have. This is from Xavier C. Miller, LLC Twitter extraordinaire. But NBA reportedly lost half of their audience since 2011, and they want viewers to believe it's due to streaming. Meanwhile, the NFL viewership has grown during that time frame. Instead of keeping it real and realizing the product just isn't high quality for most of the season, they rather ignore it because they're still making so much from sponsors. It's only a matter of time before it catches up with them if they don't address the obvious problems the game has nowadays.
Where are the numbers to back this up?
I'm about to say, I'm with Chad. I'm shocked the NFL grew. I'm not saying the NFL is bad. I'm like, oh shit, the NFL grew.
Grew. It might have been a gradual growth. I don't think it was a big boom of growth, if anything.
Yeah.
But I can understand it if you're looking at any sport where you're having over 80-something games of baseball. I'm pretty sure baseball's viewership has dipped because the regular season is so damn long and people realize, nigga, I don't need to watch all 82 games. If you tallying polls and you tallying up those random Tuesday nights in November and those random Wednesdays in May, and it's just it's hella games. People know, oh, I'm watching the playoffs. Have playoff numbers dipped since 2011? I wouldn't think so. We can check. And if it has dipped, it hasn't been by much, but I would doubt that. I'm not surprised. If you're comparing it to football has fucking 17 weeks. It's your team plays once a fucking week. And now with this new schedule, you might play once on a Sunday or Monday and then play Thursday. That's the closest you get into a back-to-back. But your team play once a week, bro. People have time to tune in. Niggas cancel church and run out of church early, get work off. Like, they designate that Sunday, that Monday to watching football. You can't do that with basketball. Niggas play 4 games in 6 nights.
That's not good.
Yeah, basically. I mean, the thing is, I need to see the numbers, but just to contribute to the conversation, if the idea is the NBA is dying, it's in the least raccoony way. It's too much in terms of turning into a players thing. That essentially, when you have players that are they're like chilling and they just like, I'm gonna wait to the playoffs. The fans, as a result, are gonna be like, I'm gonna wait to the playoffs. So it's one of those things where, yet again, when you become a players league, it depends how far you really dive into it. I feel like one of the main criticisms for Silver, while it's great that a players league is even a thing, when you dive too deep into it, where guys can take over teams, and like literally quit teams damn near at the snap, and now it's just like, oh well, whole franchise. I'm just chatting right now, but tell you the truth, what the fuck is wrong with my camera? All right, anyway, fuck it. Hold on, somebody fix my shit. But I just feel like when you dive too deep into players, essentially that if they don't take the regular season seriously, then so can the fucking fans. But my shit is fucking up, and I cannot.
I will say this: just looking at some of the seasons, and I'm gonna take 2020 out of it, for the NFL.
The fuck?
But it was at a very high at in 2010, and it's dipped and came back up and dipped and came back up. Had a severe drop off in like 2017, and then came back up. Of course, dipped in 2020, but has been up since 2017. Been on the upward trend back to the highs of like 2010. But ultimately, and let me show the chart. It'll make more sense.
I'm gonna say, and this is the NBA or NFL?
The NFL.
Okay.
Average television viewership of NFL regular season games from 2010 to 2021. Now, mind you, these numbers aren't far off. To be honest with you, like we're not talking about drastic drops.
Why did it drop so much between 15 and 17 though? Did something specific happen?
I can't say unless
in the NFL.
Yeah.
I would say, if anything, was that not the beginning of those crazy rule changes?
I want to double
Sage?
check.
That's probably around that time, 2015. That 2015, 16, 17 area was
Jackson
that
and
not
Colin
when Colin Kaepernick happened? Damn, when did Kaepernick happen?
that might be
happen, because that actually might be it.
That's crazy.
I don't think Kaepernick. No. I don't think it was the Cap. What?
Hold on. Yeah, you may not care. Hold on.
Yeah. I had to
That
think
might be
about,
enough to drop it by 1.5 because that's how much it dropped by. So
no, not even that. I just remember that one. Every time I think about how dumb the NFL fans are, I think about that Titans fan who wrote a complaint about Cam Newton dabbing because her daughter was sad. So I have to remember it's the Tennessee fans, them Texan, them real true blue Texan and Cowboy fans. Them niggas might start watching if Kaepernick got here kneeling during the anthem. You're right. It could have been Cap.
I think the NBA is it is missing a face of the league right now, in my opinion, like a clear face of the league.
The thing is, the shit is trash. The shit is trash.
It's not just one thing. It's not just one thing.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it. The shit is trash. The shit is trash. And then Adam Silver proposes the overtime fix. I don't know if y'all saw that.
I heard about that. Shit crazy.
No, that shit is awful. That's what I thought she was gonna talk about. That.
Yeah, he proposes some whack ass overtime fix. I want to get the actual rule out there. I know Lowe's.
A target score, essentially, like how they do an all-star game.
Yeah.
So that way players don't have to play the game of basketball.
Implementing a target score says that would prevent overlong broadcast and overloading player minutes, like Los Angeles Clippers forward Kawhi Leonard's playing 46 minutes in a double overtime loss to the Sacramento Kings on Friday. Now, mind you, that marked the most amount of minutes for Kawhi Leonard's entire career. That game that happened Friday.
He ain't called
kind of normal though. How normal? How often are games going to fucking double OT in the NBA? This isn't a problem that really needs to be investigated and fixed on. I do get that sentiment. Like that was a trash ass thing to try to throw out there for a new rule. But I can't say. I mean, I don't know, man. I just can't say the game is trash. I mean, I get it. I guess it's not. I don't know. Is it not? Is it not for the casuals, or is it too much for casuals? Or is the drop off because casual fans just honestly don't care about they can't get behind all the foul calls and all this other shit that slows the game down? Or is it losing hardcore fans because of the lack of defense being played, the offense being played,
that's
way the
what it is.
rules and stuff is, like how shit's called one night, not called the next night. Is it that? Like
lack of defense, lack of intensity, lack of care, and then at any given night, I could miss whoever that I'm supposed to be watching. I don't know who's playing in the NBA tonight, but I can guarantee you it's going to be a name that should not be sitting down. And that to me as a fan, from a fan's perspective, is just that's an awful experience.
Yeah, basketball has a lot of misses that we just put up with because we love the game itself. Load management is awful. Again, not trying to sound raccoony, but it's just, y'all niggas, man. Like y'all gotta step up, bro. Like imagine you work hard a year round to finally get that ticket in March, and then bro sit down. Come on, bro. Like that's different. And then you don't even get reimbursement. Now, someone commented on Souls and Sage channel, Hot Takes video on the way. They were literally like, they should get 100% refund. Now, I don't think that's gonna happen, but I definitely think there should be reimbursement for not even certain number of players, like he said, just certain names, no cap.
Or I should be able to change my date. I should be able
or change your date. Yup, or change your date. There's no way. There's no way. Like that's inexcusable. Again, as I said earlier before my shit started fucking up and I didn't really illustrate my thoughts well. If essentially you have a bunch of players and a bunch of analysts talking about, oh, let's wait till playoff time. I guess we'll wait till playoff time. I'm not gonna watch this shit. That happens a lot nowadays. It's these fans are different as well. These fans are different. These analysts are different. And they're starting to see a lot of this shit is truly ass, bro.
I
for years. Why is Jaylen Brown sitting? I wanted to say you go down the schedule. It doesn't matter. Is there a reason why
Jaylen Brown?
Is
he's
there
playing.
No, he's inactive.
He's playing.
I'm looking at him be inactive.
Oh, he's inactive right now.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know. He was playing last game.
Motherfuckers play a lot of games. I mean, I'm not the load management thing. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just not. It's not a problem to me. Like the NBA literally came from a place where it was no real control for the player, and the players was really going out there putting their body over on some football shit. That's taking years off of them. Like if we want the best product, I understand. I can get teams who are like genuinely competing, teams who are genuinely going to be playoff teams, clear cut, clear the pack of the rest. All right, load manage. I start having a problem if we talking about niggas on the Magic load managing, or if we talking about niggas on the Spurs load management.
That's even worse. That's
worse. That's when I start being like, okay, that's crazy. Ain't nobody even paying to watch Keon Johnson, and you got this nigga load managing. That's crazy to me. But to be upset that a nigga like LeBron James or one of the best players on a contending team don't want to play 82 games. Look, I get they did that in yesteryear. They also played in Chuck Taylor's in yesteryear. We don't do that. They also played. There's been plenty of changes to the NBA that have been fine. I do feel like they have to find a healthy median. I don't think it should just be as random and sporadic, and it definitely shouldn't be to the lengths Kawhi Leonard has took it in some of his tenures with some of these teams. I will say that, yeah, there are some extremes. But as a fan, you're paying. Look, if you're paying $300-$400 to see LeBron James, I'm sorry. Tough titty if you don't see LeBron James play that night because you didn't buy LeBron James tickets. You bought Los Angeles Lakers tickets. You paid to see a professional basketball team plays. And as far as I know,
they don't market it that way. You can only
they do market it that way. They market it. They market it with their best players as the faces, and that's the advertisement. That's the shiny shit. But at the end of the day, the ticket
that's how they market it.
The ticket is not named. It's not dishonest. Those players on the team.
Damo, I want you tomorrow morning to get up. I want you to call to the Charlotte Hornets and ask them about Lakers tickets and tell me what they tell you as far as who, like the lore as to why.
Again,
but even like when let's say there's an ESPN game.
Okay. I'm not disagreeing with y'all that. I'm not disagreeing that the players aren't marketed. I'm not disagreeing that there are people who are paying to see these players. I'm not disagreeing with that. But at the end of the day, you did not buy a LeBron James ticket. You did not buy Anthony
LeBron Davis on my ticket. Why LeBron on my ticket then?
He's the highest paid player he's the highest paid player on the team. The team markets them. The team markets them. That's fine, but you're not paying. You're not paying your ticket for that. That's fine, but it's still called an Atlanta Hawks ticket. It's not called a LeBron James ticket. It's not a Trae Young ticket. I get it. I understand the problem with how they're marketing it. They're marketing it so you can come see this player and this player don't play. But if you're buying a LeBron James ticket in LA, You got 41 chances to see this nigga play. If he don't play this Wednesday, he don't play this Wednesday, gang. You're not getting your money back. Niggas can say I'm chatting, whatever, until you go out there and you buy season tickets to see Anthony Davis. When you get legit AD fucking season tickets, then we can have this conversation. But niggas at the end of the day are buying tickets to see a professional team play. Unless they are going out there putting a bunch of G Leaguers in a place of their starting five, bro, you're dead ass paying to see a basketball team. Come to see the game. Like that's it. If he don't play that day, he don't play that day. Like that's tough. You're trying to compete. I get it if there's a tanking team doing it, but if we're talking about teams trying to make it, niggas got to play in the playoffs, especially fucking 38. It feels selfish of me to sit here and cry about LeBron not playing in Minnesota on a random goddamn Tuesday in January. Oh my God, I didn't get to see him play today. Nigga, well, guess what? He's trying to get to the fucking playoffs. It is what it is.
It can feel selfish or whatever you're trying to spit over there. But in the reality of the situation is when you sit back and you look at, damn, viewership is dropping. Everybody's saying the product is watered down. It's actually it's sad to see like the parallels between basketball and football. Although there are conversations in football spaces about game changing and stuff like that, it is very clear that especially the main figures in basketball media come out routinely, damn near nightly basis, and clown on the state of the game. That's influence. It is upsetting for people who are supposed to be watching the game for this. You already marketed yourself as a superstar league, and when superstars don't play or supposed to be the next superstars don't play, that you said Paolo Banchero, it doesn't matter if he doesn't play when they play the Spurs. We're supposed to be growing the league as a whole. This is supposed to be somebody's favorite team. He's supposed to be the face of this franchise, but you don't come and play when it's the little people, but you always go and play when it's X, Y, and Z big team. You can try to play to the majority all you want, but this is how you get the state of this league right here.
I think we're over exaggerating just how much load management even occurs, though. I mean, aside from Kawhi, I just don't see it happen much for other teams. I looked up the Jaylen Brown thing. They said it was for personal reasons. So who really knows what that can be? But I don't think that happens often. But I don't think that happens often for Jaylen Brown. I've never heard him be out for personal reasons. So I'm just giving the benefit of the doubt and say like it's some important shit. I'm not, and I
truly just a question. Why doesn't Jaylen Brown? Why isn't he playing tonight? But ultimately, it's a problem enough for people to be talking about it. It's a problem enough for people to be talking about it. Whether you say that they're, overinflating it or, downplay, whatever it is, but it's a problem enough for somebody to be saying something. It's a problem enough about the way that the game is actually being played for people to talk about it. It's a misstep in the product.
I just feel like, truthfully, we're in a situation where we're just acting like we're kind of just putting down obvious shit. No, like yes, obviously you're buying tickets for a Lakers game, a Warriors game, or whatever. But if you bought a Lakers versus Warriors game and Curry, LeBron, and AD don't show up, and you're gonna tell that fan that like, oh well, bro, that's like, I mean, yeah, technically what you're saying is absolutely correct because it's just factually correct. I don't know when my camera keeps freezing, but it's just factually correct. However, the issue is, come on, bro, like we ain't gotta play stupid. You're gonna put a fucking frozen version of me? No, like we ain't gotta play stupid.
Like the old days.
We know damn well reality is you got scammed to hell, essentially, if you pay, and then Curry, LeBron, and AD are there in the fucking arena, they're in street clothes. You got cooked, and it's unfortunate to see, especially considering that like a lot of these guys, again, fans don't have this infinite supply of money to just fly out to their home games or whatever. Like you probably won't see bro for an entire year minimum. Likely most people won't see him ever type shit. You had one chance and it's gone because bro just wasn't playing. Now, if we want to talk about in terms of competition, yes, it is beneficial for these players to load manage. That's why it's happening. Players aren't just being it's definitely beneficial for players to rest on certain games that don't matter, don't affect seeding, all that stuff. It's definitely beneficial for them and their franchise. The issue is then we need to address how we can make it less beneficial, because it's still like to put it plainly, it's a dick move. And we're acting like it's not a dick move. And I don't know why we're acting like it's not a dick move. It's a dick move. I don't know how else to phrase it.
If you're paying to see the Lakers and Warriors and you pull up and AD, LeBron, Curry, and Clay aren't playing, tough titty, nigga. Watch Jordan Poole get this 30. Watch Austin
Exactly.
Reeves play ball. I don't know what to tell
and
you,
if the
bro.
response is tough titty lows, again, that's just a dick move.
It's not
like
a dick- I mean,
that's my point exactly.
Would you tell people that if three of us couldn't show up to the podcast?
That's what I was gonna say, but I had a mental lapse. Yeah, imagine for everybody who's saying Damo spitting. Imagine if, and I know y'all swear the TSO lights are zombies, and then I think the Wami Warriors are zombies. Imagine one day we go live. Let's keep it go live. TSO Sage and Damo are gone, and you had to pay to watch the show. For some reason, you had to pay to watch the show. Aren't you gonna be like, what the fuck? what the fuck type shit? And then if Omar and Souls were just like tough titty, we're on the pod too. It's like, yeah, they are, but that's a dick move. It's just that simple.
If somebody found our podcast through shorts and they seen a short of Omar wilding about Meg, they seen a short about Sage wilding about whatever short went crazy with Sage wilding about something, and they watched repeated shorts of that and they fell in love with Omar and Sage, and that was how they got marketed to pod. And they came to watch us, and during that stretch, it's just me and Souls up this bitch because you niggas can't be here for whatever reason. I'm gonna look at, and niggas get to complaining, bro. I'm here for where's Bromar? Where's Bromeezy? Where's Bromeezy? Where's Wage? You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna look at the camera and be like, they not here. We're still keeping it a buck though.
I feel like these are different scenarios because we're being watched for free, and then the NBA, like motherfuckers are paying hundreds of dollars. So if anything,
I was just making an example. I saw one dude say a moving the goalpost. I'm staying in the exact same stance. You don't like the example, just take it out. But in general, it's still a dick move at the end of the day. I've said that since the jump.
I've seen people saying, "Oh my God, aren't they just they're getting paid to play basketball?" Right? I've seen that comment, bro. Yes, they're getting paid to play basketball, which is why I do agree there should be a healthy median. I will say there are some players that OD. I'm not saying that it's not a problem. I just don't think it's as big as a problem as people are making out to be, and it's something that is necessary. There's no reason. I don't believe there should be 82 games. If you're a person that believes there shouldn't be 82 games in the NBA season, you believe in some form of load management. You don't think these niggas should be playing this many games. So as long as they're keeping 82 games, I don't think they should play all 82. They should play, in my opinion, around 70 games. 70, 75 maybe 75 is up there, but 70 games to me is like a healthy amount of games. Maybe even 65. You don't have to play all 82.
Stan Van Gundy, this was a couple weeks ago. 90s NBA teams had just a trainer and a strength coach. They practiced more often and harder and played more back-to-backs. Teams now have huge medical and performance staffs and value rest over practice. Yet injuries and games missed are way up. Something's not working.
Do y'all believe that people be lying about the injuries they have to get rest?
Likely, but I'm not G checking play. Yeah, again, it works both ways. I'm not G checking players. If they say they hurt, they hurt. Now, obviously, there's certain situations where it's like stub pinky out for a week. All right, bitch. But like type shit. But in general, nah. If I see like LeBron's injury last night, like no shit, he's hurt. But I'm not gonna then believe every single injury report. It definitely is a thing.
I know that this shit, all these compounding things make basketball less interesting. And I was calling it, I was saying it. Maybe it's 'cause I got some niggas muted. I can guarantee you the timeline is just not talking about basketball, care about basketball the way that they used to.
Don't you got a bunch of motherfuckers
muted? I'm about to say you definitely got niggas muted.
I don't know about that.
I got folks muted. This isn't just me saying this. If when I do listen to Steven Jackson and them, when I listen to Quentin Richardson and them, when I listen to JJ Redick and them, it'd be a quick conversation, but it's always there's a problem with basketball. We're just gonna act like it's not there. We're gonna act like it's not there. You know, we get some more old heads on the platform. We'll talk about it for a second. What they always ask them, they always ask the same question: what's your opinion on the state of the game? Because they know the old niggas is going to get on a little soapbox. Charles Barkley was just on All the Smoke. They know they're going to get on their little soapbox, and that's when Steven Jackson be louder than whenever he is. Yes. I agree with you, Chuck. That shit is ass. That shit is motherfucking ass. Any other time, though, oh, man, you know the game. I like some of these young boys. I like it. But when they get around their compadres and really have that conversation, it's clear. We can continue to act like it's not there though. We can continue to act like
But I just find it I don't really fuck with these old niggas complaining about shit because that is a consistent theme throughout old nigga history. All old niggas complain. They complain. The old niggas of when Jordan was playing, old niggas complained about how they played. When Magic played, old niggas complained about how they played. Oh my god, this herky jerk shit, man. No, that is 100% true. It's 100% true. During cocaine basketball, niggas was complaining. Niggas complained about how a certain aspect of the game was being played. It's always been a thing. It might not be a large majority.
Are you talking about more race-based stuff?
It could have been race-based. I mean, I'm not talking about something in specific. You can find something that they were complaining about. My point.
Will was complaining about Kareem playing in the weaker era and shit like that.
Yeah. I think that there's a different conversation. I think that there's a different conversation between Wilt talking about Kareem because he knew Kareem challenged his status, as opposed to because they're not talking about nobody specifically. They saying
shit talking Dwight.
The state of Dwight Howard's been out of the league. Come on,
you don't see all these older guards. You don't hear all the resentment in all these older guards outside of like Gilbert Arenas when they're talking about today's game about how, oh man, if I played today, like
are they talking about somebody specifically? Do they specifically talk about somebody?
Now, oftentimes, yeah, it's hella time. Yeah, like I said, this conversation when we're talking about old heads talking about the game. Oh no, Damo's 100% correct here, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's ego. I don't know if it's trying to lift up your status in these talk. I don't know what the fuck it is, but for some reason, nothing a current player does to a motherfucker that played a different era of basketball. They just can't comprehend anything. They can't give anybody any credit.
I'm not saying old niggas don't hate on niggas. That's not what I'm saying. Of course, if it always threatens, they'll talk about it. The amount that people are talking about it today, could just because social media is out there, we'll chalk it up to that. But again, I'm asking, is somebody talking about somebody specifically today? I could understand why Wilt Chamberlain would talk about Kareem. Kareem challenged his status at the time, right? I can understand why Oscar Robertson might talk shit about Isaiah Thomas. That's because if you look at the hierarchy of point guards at that time, when Isaiah Thomas is creeping up close and they start comparing them, yeah, I'm going to talk shit about this specific guy. But if you're talking about the state of the league as a whole, I don't remember too many people back then that were like that. Even from what I've read, I could be not reading the same things y'all reading, but the state of the league as a whole is ass. All this sucks. No defense. This shit is ass. Blah, blah, blah.
But in all fairness, I will say that's a large part of that is to do with social media and the magnifying glasses that has on opinions. But that just has to do with the fact that the NBA is now in, I would say, very unprecedented lands. The NBA has never been since probably when they first started getting niggas off cocaine. Like, this is probably the most offensive dribbling the league's been in a long time. So now you have probably 2 generations of basketball players who grew up, who played, who coached a defensive style, a big man first style, and the game is completely switching from 2 generations of players. So it's going to seem like it's way more. You're going to get niggas from Alex English to Scottie Pippen to Paul Pierce. 3 generations of small forwards right there. 80s, 90s, 2000s, all complaining about today's game versus back in 88 when you would just have Kareem, Wilt criticizing Kareem, or in 84, Wilt criticizing Kareem. It's just on a smaller scale, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Trust me, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, chat say I'm wrong. In terms of old niggas complaining, it's just gonna be more because it's more for them to complain about, I guess, because of how different the game is being played. You have big men like Joel Embiid, Joel Embiid, Jokic, AD, Christian Wood, guys like that playing how they play. That is not normal for big men. They were forced to play a certain way. So you by default have 2, 3, 4 generations of big men. They're going to complain. These niggas are not hooping the way that traditional big men have ever hooped, but they're killing it. And that's what kids are seeing in real basketball.
In the game? I'm asking you.
I think it's making me personally. I've seen people say, "Oh, Damo, I don't think anything's wrong." No, there's problems in the NBA, but I think with the skill level that is at, I don't think that's a problem. I don't think encouraging your big man if he has the talent to play every aspect of basketball or do everything on the basketball court offensively, I don't think that's an issue.
Do y'all think the league is too talented to a fault at this point? Because a complaint that I've been making too about the league, not necessarily complaint, but a difference that I've been seeing is that like certain highlights don't. Like if they happened 10 to 15 years ago, they would have been like crazy. Like just a simple dunk. I feel like a dunk was a much bigger deal 10 to 12 years ago compared to now when everyone can just dunk a basketball. Same thing with the 3-pointer.
They said that that's the thing that be moving the needles. That's why we need to lower the goals in the NBA or the WNBA, because that simple dunk is the thing that's
I was about to say, I actually disagree with that. I think the league is definitely way more talented than it's ever been. We obviously have that conversation when comparing errors all the time, but I don't think that that's the killer. I think the killer is essentially basketball has changed to the point where greatness gets normalized. Now, obviously, these players are better, and that does contribute to it. But when you have situations where literally this season, 2 niggas drop 70 and 1 nigga drops 60, 20, and 10, like we're talking statistically 3 of the greatest games for a lot of people in chat right now have ever seen in one season.
So too talented to a fault. Doesn't that aid my argument?
No. I'm saying when the game changes to the point where that enables it, I'm definitely giving credit to talent, but I don't think it's entirely just one thing. I don't think this is entirely just a talent diff thing. We're seeing guys that we would argue aren't as talented as other greats in different eras. For example, like Zach LaVine, a season, granted this season it ain't his, but a season ago or 2 seasons ago, Zach LaVine was like having, what was it, like 27 or 50-40 type shit. It's like when the floor is raised, when the floor for what is required to put up good statistical numbers is raised, as a result, greatness gets, like the expectation for greatness gets raised as well. There's certain intricacies like dunking, for example, where you're right. These dudes are more athletic. The dunks are going to look flashier. The dunks, you're going to have to tighten up. But when it comes to just raw numbers and stats, for example, it's why a lot of motherfuckers don't like the Jokic shit. Because Jokic is spitting out triple doubles on insane efficiency for the love of the game. And it's like a lot of these ooga booga ass niggas, granted, I do think he's that good, but a lot of them are like, yo, there is no way. Like, he's slow. He's not, like, you see what I'm saying? So I just think the way the game has changed, it allows these people to just put up these insane numbers that you have to ask, if basketball wasn't being played the way it was, would they really be putting up these numbers?
I think it's definitely suffering from an extreme amount of talent, but it's also suffering because basketball, the NBA is being coached how a lot of niggas claim they want the WNBA being coached. The NBA is being coached where you are letting your talent be talent for the most part. There are some situations where there's guys like Cam Thomas who are suffering on a bench because there's a nigga getting paid more than them, and that's a problem in itself on how, because the nigga's getting paid so much he has to play. That's trash. But when you have a league where, and I was having this conversation with Sniper Jones on the timeline earlier, nigga, he was like, oh man, if Dame played any other time than right now, we would consider him the greatest shooter of all time. I'm like, Snipe, I'm sorry to break it to you. He could have played before him or after him. We're still going to consider Steph Curry the greatest. Oh, it's just because Dame is he's in the same league. He's besides Steph doing it. They didn't do that for because I brought up something about, oh, Dame does it and he's a loser. You know me, I call the nigga a loser. Wait, what?
How is it if he played before Steph, we would be considering him?
We would still say Steph's the greatest? Because if you're
talking about once you got to Steph.
Yeah, even if he played before, we would still consider Steph the greatest now because of what Steph's done now. Like if Dame did his whole career in 97 to 2008, we still would say Steph is the greatest shooter ever. And he played the exact same way because of what Steph does. But I was like, Dame's a loser. Oh, what about Jordan? I'm like, Jordan was an anomaly. Jordan was doing that shit at a time where it was different and unique. If you look around the landscape of the NBA, there are a ton of point guards that can give you 30 points on any given night.
Get to the title an hour and 35 in. This is Jonathan Majors. Bomb.
Oh my God. You have a bomb.
Nah, it's different bombs for different occasions, bro. Come on.
You like your bomb better.
This is Jonathan Majors. And this is the problem with black men. Already, she had this message typed. He is not the face of black men. He is just a representation of himself, though. No one's saying anything about Tyler, the Creator, when he does sus things already.
First of all, when did you become the designation of who's the face of black men? Woman? What the
fuck?
What the hell is happening?
You'll free to add in this, but the conversation is around the feminization of black men and how black men are represented in the media, they always go through these things that, you know, people call soft. People call woman-like. People call sus. They said it was sus. They said it was emasculating, demasculating, remasculating of ASAP Rocky to be behind Rihanna, because a man shouldn't be behind a woman. And Jonathan Majors wearing this pink outfit
Shit, that's Rihanna. Rihanna's tripping.
What?
was very, very suspect.
I think it's only a problem if y'all villainize being feminine. But,
I don't see what about what we seen is feminine. I'm trying to find what's feminine about what we just seen.
Because it was pink and red, Dom.
I'm about to say that's what's feminine. Niggas wearing pink and red. Is it because his legs were crossed? Is that what it is? Was that the feminine? His boots was high. That was the feminine shit. I was even telling you, goofy ass niggas wearing them big ass goofy ass boots. So what are we? Where's the feminine at? Niggas is complaining that ASAP Rocky behind Rihanna. You nigga, I'll be behind Rihanna.
Yeah, the ASAP one don't even make a lick of sense.
It's clearly that's a One Piece character. Jazz ain't it too.
That's because you feminine, dog.
I'm so sick of this soft ass, zesty ass, sus ass, faking heterosexuality, faking straight shit. I'm sick of the fucking agendas. I'm sick of the mold, and I'm sick of the conditioning, like the feminization of men. Bro, I'm sick of this shit, bro. It's all over the place. Wherever the fuck you look, bro. Wherever the fuck you look, like. Let me preface this by saying I'm not talking about the actual gay shit. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the gay influence, the feminization of men. Men out here moving like bitches, thinking that it's masculine, bro. Like the eradication of masculinity, the eradication of what the fuck it is to be a man, dog. Men don't move like this, bro. Men don't move like this. And this is not just some one-off, like one instance, bro. Like it's everywhere you fucking look. It's ridiculous, bro. Like one of the biggest stars right now. What the fuck is his name? Jonathan Majors, bro. One of the biggest rising celebrity actors right now, right? He's playing in the new Creed. He's gonna be in Ant-Man. He's a fucking good ass actor, bro. I posted this shit on my damn story the other day on the community tab, dog. Asking y'all how y'all feel about this, bro. It's supposed to be a straight heterosexual male. I'm assuming like he may be non-binary, whatever the fuck. I think not. I think he's a straight man, and we're trying to manipulate what the fuck a straight heterosexual man is supposed to be, what's supposed to represent. Fuck this. I don't want my fucking kids looking at this motherfucker potentially could be a role model, someone they could strive to be successful black man out.
That's literally a magazine cover. What the fuck?
Can we be honest? Are we really gonna take the opinion of a nigga who facial hair don't even connect on one side of his goddamn face serious? Can we be honest right now? Like I seen that and tuned the fuck out. Like I'm not, bro. It's literal modeling. That is what modeling. Like I don't know if you're upset about the face he making. It's modeling, nigga. That's. I don't know if you're only people I can understand disagreeing or being upset is if it was male models coming out being like, "Yo, this shit crazy." Like back in my game, back in the day, the game was not like this. If male models are saying that, cool. But if it's random Joe Schmo who's uploading to his 100,000 subscribers talking about some, bro, this is a problem right here. You don't know shit about modeling, nigga. And I'm about to take it back to what I took it back to a couple pods ago. Me and Sage was in this bitch shouting. It is real easy for motherfuckers to criticize some shit they ain't never done before. I promise you. Niggas who don't model or know anything about modeling can sit there and tell you, oh, this nigga holding his face and that's hella zesty. No, it's modeling, gang. That's what it is.
Well, he brought up other examples because he talked about the All-Star Weekend and how everybody essentially had their nails painted. And then also now celebrity men are wearing purses and stuff like that.
You mean satchels? Like cowboys used to wear? Fucking satchels, nigga. Cowboys wore satchels. Was you calling them zesty? No, you get shot by
they're not satchels. They're not satchels.
I need those NBA All-Star Weekend examples.
Weapons, but a lot of these niggas wearing satchels and fanny packs.
I'll pull up Jordan Clarkson because he should.
Or man bags. I don't know. Maybe we just gotta,
look at you. Well, man bag is.
No. I'm not saying the bag point. It's just I don't get what the.
Y'all know this anything? Rewind it back if you missed it. Look at his nails.
I can't even see his nails.
I can't even.
I think that don't got influence. And this ain't just him. This is all of these motherfuckers, bro. All of them, bro. I'm watching the All-Star Weekend, bro, with so many grown ass masculine presenting men with fucking fingernail paint on, bro. I saw the video that Whack 100 did asking like, what the fuck is going on with this shit? Like, why?
Listen.
Oh my god. I don't.
My question is why not?
Yeah.
Like, is it bothering anyone? Like, truly?
That's my thing. Whenever we had topics like these, oh, go ahead.
Rocking purses. That's 2 Chainz. Shannon Sharp. Bad Bunny gay as fuck anyway. Floyd Mayweather, bro, out here rocking purses, bro. Purses, dog. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Not a purse. I wouldn't say that's a purse. That's crazy.
Kids see Floyd Mayweather rocking the purse, they're gonna want a purse. Kids see 2 Chainz with a purse and his fingernails painted, they're gonna want a purse, get their fucking fingernails painted. And
so then be a parent.
But
at that point, where does the responsibility of parents come in at any of this? Just like I remember growing up, just because Lil Wayne had face tats didn't mean my mom was gonna let me get fucking face tats. Just because my favorite rapper dressed a certain way or wore certain things didn't mean my parents were gonna let me dress and wear that exact same thing because they're parents. Your parents can say no. Now, if your 13, 14-year-old is going out getting a job and then buying them nail polish to paint their nails, at that point, nigga, what can you say? They got it out. They got it out the mud by themselves. But it's up to you being a parent. Like I don't get it.
I'll just be blunt. I could even I don't agree with him. Let me be clear, but I could even see what he's trying to illustrate. Granted, he's made some reaches. I could even see what he's trying to illustrate in the sense that some dudes is definitely wearing some stuff that's like, oh well, you wore that type shit. I'm not gonna play stupid. I'm not gonna play PC for the love of the internet. Like we understand that, but every time we had topics like these, this is where I get a lot of my hate because. Why the fuck do we care? Like, why do you care about how that grown man dressed? Like, all right, my nigga, you gonna check him about it? No. So like, what the fuck we going? Like, what are we doing now? So like that. That's my main thing. Whenever we have topics like this, it's like Jordan Clarkson painted his nails. You gotta walk on the court and push the nigga down. You're gonna bully him and dunk it, give him a wet willy or some shit. Like, what are you gonna do? Nothing. So what are we talking about, bro?
Nah, Sage. It's cause Jordan Clarkson got his fingernails painted. So now his son is going to see Jordan Clarkson and be like, yeah, that's who I want to be like, Pop. Jordan Clarkson with his fingernails.
Yeah, that's not even how life works. Nigga acting like it's the Sims. That's what I'm just saying. Like, yeah, I do understand. I'm not playing stupid. I'm not dunking on him entirely because I do understand what he's trying to say. But it's just like, why do you care? Like even if he was objectively correct. And let's say the modeling thing was just straight up sussy, ayo, whatever. It's like, well, why do you care, my nigga? Like, that's his life.
I will say that there is a conversation to be had about, the ways that like media has strategically, gone about. Damn, this nigga Melo did break his ankle. That stuff. There is a conversation about the way that the media or other platforms have strategically attacked like black men and men in general, just black men in the media. So if you look at a lot of the good father examples, the representation that black men have, a lot of these black actors is in a dress. They put it on at some point in time. They don't present to be good men in the media. They're always beating on somebody, gangsters, thugs, robbing, killing, stealing, selling drugs, all that other stuff like that. So it is hard to find good representations of media. However, old niggas going old nigga. That's all I gotta say. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I guess the only woke thing is this is just another day of niggas can't win. Are niggas hoodlums and thugs that dress like very ghetto as fuck, or are they sussy as hell? So it's another episode of niggas can't win. That'll be the only woke part I'll say, I guess.
I'm just trying to figure out why are we like, I don't understand what the issue is. Like, I'm not understanding what kid is out there looking at Jonathan Mayer as their like influence. Like he's a naked. I mean, but the influence to be like, okay, well, he's wearing this flamingo colored leotard, whatever the fuck he was wearing. I want it too. To that level, I don't see it. I don't
But
know.
that's what I was about to say, Damo. Even if that is like, even if that's you, like the magazine cover shouldn't be like your poster child of what Jonathan Majors is.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it would be like his movie projects will be a better representation of what he represents and what he's trying to push for. But,
only way I can see a magazine cover being your influence is if you're a model or inspired to model. That's the only way I can see you looking at that cover and being like, I aspire to be like this or to do something like this. I'm influenced by this. It's because you're modeling. I don't see any inspiring actor being like, oh, he's on the cover just like this. This is how I got to justify to make it. I don't think that's the case. I don't think kids are looking at this like, oh, this is what a black man is on the cover of Ebony magazine. Yeah, my 12-year-old mind is understanding this is the definition of a black man on Ebony magazine. Bro, kids do not give a fuck, bro. They're scrolling by that shit on TikTok.
Nah, yeah. That's another thing, right? Low key, I give you that. Niggas is dragging it in the sense of you think a kid just Byakugan. Like, no, that's not. He don't know what the fuck going on. He really don't know what the fuck going on.
Y'all think that kids don't know what's going on like that?
Nah, I'm saying
that. I don't think they care enough. I don't think kids care enough about Ebony magazine cover as a whole. It might be a small minority or it might be a minority of kids that do, but I don't think kids care enough about the cover of Ebony magazine and Jonathan Majors, what he's wearing or how he's presented on it. What is it? Mayors? Who? Exactly how much I care. There you go.
Yeah, if funny enough, if he were to be making this around Medea or like Prince or some shit,
Major. Jesus.
Again, I would be able to see what like this is just a reach to me. And then even if it was a valid point, at the end of the day, I still stand, and I saw someone in the chat say, well, he can care, you don't have to. I'm still gonna ask, why does he care?
Yeah, I think I will say this. I can acknowledge that, you know, he is about to be the next big black star, big black male star. Simple as that. I can't ignore that.
First time hearing his name. So.
This is the first time hearing his name.
Really?
I mean, that's on you.
I'll be tapped in.
The first time was when he was on.
I'm not trying
Loki.
to disrespect him.
No, I understand that. He's about to be, you know, he's Kang. He's Kang the Conqueror. So he'll be here for the next decade and a half.
All right.
Being 100. He's in Creed. He's a phenomenal actor. Lovecraft Country. Like, yeah, he's gonna be here for a minute. It's just the idea of painting, you know, black men in a different light. I do think that, you know, black male representation needs to be more than what it is. I say this all the time. I like Gregory from Abbott Elementary. Normal dude going through normal problems. He has a normal job. Trying to figure out and navigate life, whether it's his love life or his career or whatever.
Everybody here, Chris?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good character, good black male representation. I think there's some other examples out there as well. However, you know, it wasn't Red Tails. However, there are still bad representations. I don't necessarily care about this. I think this is fine. You know, he might actively like anime. I'm almost certain he does like anime. I don't think this is bad. Same ASAP Rocky.
That one, I don't
understand.
Even in the old school, like don't wear that boy type shit. I don't get the ASAP one. What? So because he's behind her?
Yeah, that's feminine.
Nigga, that's Rihanna. Nigga, that's Rihanna. Like if we being real, the same way they want us to be, nigga, that is Rihanna.
It sounds like all of this is only a problem if you have a problem with someone being feminine. It sounds like a problem with femininity.
That nigga is
what is wrong with you?
I can't imagine anything he can do for a weekend.
People buying tickets to
like it's the